Hey everyone, this is Respawn Sam. Today we're comparing RTX 5060 versus RX 9060 XT in Fortnite, tested side by side on a single screen. Same match conditions, same movement, same moments. We'll go through low, medium, high, and epic settings and focus on how the FPS feels. Starting with low settings, where Fortnite is all about responsiveness. On both GPUs, visuals are simplified. Textures are basic, lighting is minimal, and shadows are very light. On the RTX 5060, the FPS feels extremely free and responsive. Camera movement feels instant, and quick turns feel effortless. Building, editing, and fast reactions feel very controlled. On the RX 9060 XT, the experience is also very smooth. Movement feels light, and general gameplay feels stable. In most situations, the difference is small. However, when action ramps up, fast building, sudden camera movement, close-range fights, the RTX 5060 feels slightly more consistent. Now we're on medium settings, where Fortnite starts balancing visuals and performance. Textures are cleaner, lighting improves. The game looks more polished without being heavy. On the RTX 5060, FPS still feels very stable. Movement remains responsive, and building feels precise. Camera control stays smooth even during hectic moments. On the RX 9060 XT, visuals look great at this preset. FPS still feels smooth, and overall gameplay remains very playable. The difference here becomes more about consistency. RTX 5060 feels slightly more predictable during transitions, jumping into fights, quick edits, or sudden action. Let's move to high settings. Now testing high settings, where Fortnite starts to look much more detailed. Textures are sharper. Lighting is richer. Shadows add more depth to the environment. On the RTX 5060, the FPS still feels playable and controlled. You can feel the GPU working harder, but gameplay remains smooth. Building, aiming, and movement stay reliable. On the RX 9060 XT, visual quality looks very good here. FPS feels playable, but slightly heavier compared to medium. During intense moments, you can feel the added load more clearly. This is where the gap becomes more noticeable, but still not dramatic. RTX 5060 handles high settings with better consistency. RX 9060 XT remains playable, just a bit less comfortable under pressure. Now let's push to the maximum preset. Finally, epic settings, maximum visuals. Lighting is at its best. Shadows are detailed. Textures look premium across the map. On the RTX 5060, FPS feels heavier but controlled. Gameplay is still playable and movement remains manageable. You can feel the system being pushed, but it stays composed. On the RX 9060 XT, epic settings are clearly demanding. FPS feels heavier compared to high, and responsiveness drops slightly more than on RTX 5060. This is where RTX 5060 clearly pulls ahead, but not in a disrespectful way. RX 9060 XT can run epic. It's just closer to its limit. RTX 5060 feels like it has a bit more headroom here. It handles visual load better and keeps gameplay smoother overall. For players who care about visuals and still want decent performance, RTX 5060 feels like the safer choice at epic. So that was RTX 5060 versus RX 9060 XT in Fortnite, tested side by side on a single screen across all major settings. Both GPUs perform well, but overall the RTX 5060 delivers slightly better consistency, especially at higher presets. This is Respawn Sam, and I'll see you in the next comparison.